The Cosmic Haven, a once majestic generation ship, now limped through the void like a wounded whale. Its hull, scarred by decades of travel far from any star, reflected only the cold light of distant galaxies. Inside, First Mother Velna gathered her people in the central assembly, her translucent skin dimming with exhaustion, a sign of their species' declining life force. "Children of Verin," she spoke, her four voices harmonizing with resignation. "We have 13 cycles remaining before the last of our energy reserves fail. We have searched 67 systems. None have responded to our calls for help." The Verin had once been the galaxy's master engineers, builders of impossible structures that defied physics itself. But their greatest creation, the Astralis core, a device meant to harness the energy of neutron stars, had malfunctioned during its activation. The resulting antimatter cascade had devastated their home system and, worse, created a destructive wave of dark energy that consumed everything in its path. The Galactic Federation had exiled them, fearing their technology was too dangerous. No species would risk association with the Star Destroyers, as they came to be known. For 60 years, they had wandered, their population dwindling from 1 million to barely 50,000. "There is one system we haven't approached," whispered science luminary Zethra, his primary tentacles showing signs of the withering that preceded death. "The Sol system. The humans." A ripple of skepticism passed through the assembly. Humans were primitives, barely beyond fusion technology. They had only just discovered FTL travel and were considered non-entities by most galactic civilizations. "Desperate times," Velna murmured. "Set course for Sol." 3 weeks later, the Cosmic Haven entered Earth's solar system, its distress beacon broadcasting on all frequencies. The response came not from Earth, but from a construction platform near Jupiter that shouldn't have existed according to their outdated intelligence. "Unknown vessel, this is Orbital Construction Platform Titan 7. We're detecting your distress signal. What is your status?" The voice spoke in perfect galactic standard, with a hint of warmth that surprised the Verin. They had grown used to cold rejections or silence. "This is the generation ship Cosmic Haven of the Verin people," Velna responded. "We are refugees, seeking sanctuary and assistance. Our life support systems will fail in 12 standard cycles." There was a pause then. "Understood. Stand by while we contact Earth Command and prepare to guide you into stable orbit. Medical and engineering teams are already being assembled." Velna's skin flickered with confusion. You know of us? Of what happened?" "We know, though perhaps not the full story. But that can wait. Right now, we need to save your people." Within hours, humanity's response exceeded anything the Verin had experienced in decades of seeking help. Ships emerged from seemingly empty space. Humanity's cloaking technology had advanced far beyond what their public records suggested. Medical vessels, engineering platforms, and even what appeared to be specialized refugee support ships moved into formation. Aboard the Earth Defense Command Station, Admiral Sarah Okoye reviewed the incoming data with her senior staff. "The Verin," she said thoughtfully. "The Star Destroyers. They're real. And they're dying," added Chief Science Officer Dr. James Nakamura. "Their technology is deteriorating, their people are suffering from what looks like quantum cellular decay, and their ship. It's remarkable they've kept it running this long." "Sir," interjected Commander Maria Torres, the Chief Diplomatic Officer, "the Federation protocols are clear. Any species that grants them aid risks." "Risks what?" Okoye interrupted. "Being bullied by species that abandon sentient beings to die in the void." "Commander, what's our first duty?" Torres paused, then smiled slightly. "To do what's right, regardless of the politics." "Exactly. Dr. Nakamura, can we help them?" "Their technology is incredibly advanced, but it's based on principles similar to our quantum field dynamics. With some modifications, I believe we can help stabilize their life support and maybe even help them solve their quantum decay problem. The rescue operation began immediately. Human medical teams, wearing specialized environmental suits, boarded the cosmic haven. Engineers, led by Dr. Elena Vasquez, humanity's foremost expert in exotic physics, began analyzing the failing systems. What they found amazed them. The Verin technology was centuries ahead, but it was deteriorating because no one else in the galaxy would provide replacement components or technical assistance. It's like watching a master artist's work crumble from neglect, Dr. Vasquez reported to the Admiral. These people built structures around stars, Admiral. They were gardeners of the cosmos. And now they're being allowed to fade away. As the Verin were stabilized and brought to a specially prepared facility in the asteroid belt, First Mother Velna asked for a private audience with Admiral Okoye. Why? Velna asked, all four of her voices tinged with wonder. Your species barely knows us. You risk condemnation from the Federation. Why save us? Okoye leaned back in her chair, considering. When I was young, my grandmother told me a story. In the old days on Earth, lighthouse keepers would maintain beacons to help ships avoid dangerous waters. They didn't ask about the politics of the vessels they guided to safety, didn't care about their past or their cargo. They simply saved lives because it was the right thing to do. Humanity is young by galactic standards, she continued. Maybe that's why we still remember that basic principle. Besides, from what our scientists tell me, your people might hold the key to understanding quantum engineering at a level we've only dreamed of. Over the following months, an unprecedented collaboration began. Human engineers and Verin scientists worked together, combining human innovation with Verin advanced knowledge. The dying began to recover, their quantum decay halted by human-developed nanobots that complemented Verin's cellular structure.